news consumers face a complex information landscape, making it difficult at times to determine credible information.
It's our job as journalists to help the next generation of news consumers learn the skills they need to navigate a complex environment. Scripps, our parent company, has teamed up with the nonprofit News Literacy Project.
And today we're launching the first ever National News Literacy Week. Our Matt Hosaffel and Jennifer Hausman teamed up with Great Falls High to help students discern fact from fiction.
The purpose of News Literacy Week with Scripps is to promote news literacy as a fundamental skill for both professional journalists and youth in America. I think that's really important because it's something that a lot of people just expect, and it gets to the point where are people learning this? How do we get these kids who want to be in news, who want to be passionate?
Getting the opportunity to work with these kids was something that I remember doing when I was in high school. And I had the same teacher, Mr. Wiles, and took video productions classes. And so kind of being able to take those skills that I learned in video productions from Mr. Wiles and be able to see where I'm at today in my career and how I wouldn't have had some of those skills if it wasn't for these classes has just been really cool. And being able to talk to some of these students especially and see what it is that they're working on, what they like about the classes and what their goals are for the future has been kind of the best part of this.
One of the coolest things to me about the high school kids that came here was that they were so involved and so into it. And that allowed Jen and I to really just kind of step back and say, this is your project. You know, we're here to help and to guide you, but we let them take complete control over this. And they really made it their project and their story. And I think they did a really great job with it.
Kids talk about what they're passionate about, I think is just a really big indicator of things that they will be successful with, especially if they have the opportunity and the tools that they're learning in some of these classes, that they're going to be able to use those to benefit them in their future.
Another theme of this week is journalism as democracy's watchdog. And I always think of the Washington Post motto, which is democracy dies in darkness. It is our job to shed light on things that people might not want light shed on, because that's our role. You know, we report on what's important, and if we don't, it goes unnoticed.
If not their future career choices, that these students may even have an interest in doing journalism now because of this project, and just because they were able to kind of take a step into what we do every day and be able to see, you know, the end result after all of the work that's put into it has been really fun for me, and I think fun for them as well.
The fact that there were kids coming in who were excited and super passionate and really wanted to make this a great story is really encouraging for me to see as a journalist, that there's still a new generation of people who really want to make this their job. And it gives me a lot of faith in the future of journalism. We have a lot of roles in journalism, and they're not just to, you know, go in 9 to 5 every day. Where everyone here in this station and all over Scripps is working super hard, you know, probably over 40 hours a week, working as hard as they can because they care about their jobs. And that's what makes journalism such an important career, is because this is not just you come in, you do your work, and you go home. Everything you do every day inspires people, affects people, changes the way people live their lives, and that's a really important role, and I think we should make sure we don't take that for granted.
The students wanted to do a story about vaping amongst their peers, some misconceptions about it, and help for those looking to quit. And